time though. It's a little delay, and my dinner is waiting for me, so I have to finish it quickly as soon as possible. So I think it's starting. Hey guys, time
Yeah.
though. It's a little delay, and my okay. So okay, if you are watching for the first time, first of all, thanks for clicking. And if you are watching for the first time, I am the Villa person who used to stream every day, irrespective whether I'm able to solve a problem. But my goal is like at least I have to solve one problem, and it's for today's day 40th, 43rd. I don't know why my voice from since yesterday it's not working properly. It's like if you hear the voice, it's like sometime it's like crying. I'm crying. I don't know what happened to my voice. God don't want me to speak about. Okay, jokes apart. Yeah, it's happening. I don't know what the reason. Maybe I'm drinking cold water or whatever. But I'm not here to sing a song, so no problem. Okay. So yeah, it's day 43, and so far I have completed array problems and binary search problem. I won't say like I'm very confident and I can solve every problem. Still, we need to revise. I need to revise them, and so many things are there. But for the time being, I'm just I have started with dynamic programming, and every day I'm hustling and trying to solve problems. Okay, so I just try to change the setup today, and if you see, I'm keeping the phone on the table so that even if I'll write like this, then also you will see my face, and it's very important. You should see my face and my facial expression, whether I'm uh, happy or bad. Sometimes I feel like okay, things are not going in the direction, and I get upset. But again, next day when I'm starting again streaming, for example, when I'm starting streaming, or maybe when I'm recording video, one good thing is happening with me. That is, like I get happy. I have to pretend happy at least. No, even actually, literally, it's happening. Like I get happy. For example, I was working on something and I was trying to reverse engineer things because it was a pretty irritating, and I do not like to work while I'm working. So really, I don't know. I do not enjoy it. So especially because I think what I wanted to do is not what I'm doing. But some if you are if you know the reason, like if you wanted to do something, then work for it simply. If you want just okay, I'll wait for it and you things will come to me. No, it's not going to happen. If you are thirsty, you have to go to well or water resource. Water resource won't come near to you or for you. That's not happening. So okay, that's a philosophy lecture. That's pretty much uh, for the today. Like that's pretty much philosophy for today, and I think now we can jump to take you forward, and let's begin with the another problem. Yesterday we solved it, right? I think I solved it on the, yeah, I solved it. Just past 2 days, what I was doing, I was solving, but after that, like I failed. I get over panicked and something. And today also because of this streaming only, I decided I'll order food and I'll have it here. And even if he delivered the food, but still it's there and fan is off. And I decided that first I'll stream it. Otherwise, after having dinner, I won't feel that much energy and all. I'll get lethargic. So I'll do something else. Okay, so it's a kind of dedication that I'm putting on it, but still I'm I'm failing to you can say order management. No, time management is still is a big challenge for me. I think now I'm looking more handsome. So I jokes apart, the biggest problem that I have that's challenging for me. I think I'm confused whether I'm a kind of shy person or introvert, and I do not know the reason for it because I want to talk to people. So it's not like I do not want to talk, but I don't know what it's why I feel like okay, maybe what people will think. People used to avoid to tell about their weakness, but I'm telling because I wanted to improve them. So that's why I'm telling you. Otherwise, if I have to overcome, I just wanted to hide, then I won't tell you. But I am telling you because I don't know, but I'm eagerly trying to. Trying is the biggest enemy of the what you are doing. You always people used to say, even for example, for me, I am saying like trying. Okay, I forgot like I have to finish one problem, otherwise it will be like my streak will be broken, and I can't break this streak because every day I'm solving problems, man. So that's why. So let's jump to the dynamic programming. And today also, when I was in office, tried to watch few videos in 2x speed, and one was target sum, and there was a count of subset problem, and another one was like there is given an array, so all were related to each other. And I just watched the video because there I am not solving problem. I just try to cover up as much as I can at 2x speed, and the reason for that is like I already solved those problems in the past, so it is little easy for me. And my face is not glowing. Yeah, sorry, jokes about. I do not know how to do any unnecessary. I hate it. I don't know. Light is not looking good at my face. Recently I started Python lectures. I don't have any teaching habit. And house robber. Okay, let's see. Maximum sum of non-adjacent element. Yesterday I was solving it with the different approach, and it was very worst approach. That's why when you are getting a time limit slap, then you realize, okay, I have to use the different approach, and that was worst approach, I'll say, because every time we were calling multiple calls within a one call. You are firing multiple calls, so memorization wasn't working properly. So what is this? It's saying, I don't know what is happening. If you know, like when I'm recording the video, that time like I'm keeping the light flash into my face, and because of that I get blind. You can see, like for some time I feel like, okay, light, the intensity of light is very low, and still I feel the same. I'll keep it like this. No, even it like this. But that's enough. But sometimes sorry for the bad. Uh, Thanks. A robber is okay. Let's jump to the problem without wasting any more time. So a robber is targeting to rob house from a street. Why he is trying to? Jokes apart. A robber is not targeting. I said trying. Robber is targeting to rob houses from a street. Each house has security measures that alert the police when two adjacent houses are robbed. Okay, the houses are arranged in a circular manner. Thus, the first and last house are adjacent to each other. Given an integer array money, where the money I represents the amount of money that can be looted from the I plus 1th house. Return the maximum amount of money that the robber can loot without alerting the police. My bad. I guess. I It means last and the first element will be. So this is only the tricky part. Otherwise, it's the same problem as the previous problem, if you notice, because you do not need to touch the adjacent element. That's all. Okay. So if we have given 2 and 4 9, that means if 2 we are taking, then we cannot take n minus 1, right? It's kind of a special case, right? Man, let's see. So we have 2 and 4 9. 2 and 4 9. And what is another example? 1 5 2 and 6. Let's first oh man, I forgot to do one thing. Quick time player I have to open, right? Let me open it. Okay, so here we go. And yeah, new movie recording. Everything is visible. No hidden secret around it. Okay, so we have two numbers. Let's start with 2. So suppose if we are picking 2, that means we cannot pick 9. So if you are picking 2, you cannot pick 9. That is another case. And is there any other case that we need to take care of? So it is for the first element. If you are taking, what else? For all other elements, it's like a just normal thing, right? Okay, I think I'm just missing it properly or what? So let's draw a diagram for it. So if we are taking 2, then we can say like, okay, we'll derive. First we took 2 and now we have 149. Okay, and if we are not taking 2, that means we can take 4 only. That is only option we have. And so last one also we need to trim down. So what will be the right approach to trim down last element? We can change in the n to n minus 1. What I'm thinking. Like if I equals to 0, otherwise we can take another steps like, okay, so what I'm thinking, okay, here we have 4 only option. Otherwise if you are not taking 2, then we have 149. I mean, yeah, oh, I did wrong thing. It's like here you are taking 2, then this is the 2 plus this one, whatever you are getting from this. Or another option is like just take 149, 1 4 and 9. Now if you will say, okay, 4, so here 2, and either you will take what, 4 or not you will take. So you will say like, okay, 4, I mean, yeah, 4 either you will take or you will not take. So if you are not taking, then it will be like there are two combination, 2 for 4 6 and or 2, right? If you are not taking, then this. If you are taking this, and here, and so this is another option like where you are not taking considering 2. So now in 149, so you will say, okay, let's consider 1. Okay, then we will be having 9 only. Okay, 1 plus 9, you will say, you will check, and if you are not taking, then you will say, okay, we will be having 4 and 9. So if you are taking this, then you will say, okay, 9 plus, okay, now there are two options, 1 plus you are taken 9, or you can say 1 plus you haven't taken this one. So you will say, okay, we have two options, 1 and 9 out of that, and you will compare. So you will say, okay, max is 9. So from this you will say 9 max we got, and from this branch you will say, okay, what is the now max value? So you will say, okay, 4 and 9. Now again the same happening, 4, either you will take 4. If you will consider 4, I think I'm not able to, sorry, my bad, explanation is very dirty. Why the flickering light, flickering something glare is, I can see. What the heck? Oh no, it's okay. I'm so. Okay, so 4 you will take, then you can't take 9, right? So, no. Okay, here two things. 4, then you will say, okay, we cannot take 9, and if you will take 9, then you can't. If you're not taking 4, then so there are 2, 4 and 9. So you will say 4 and 9, you will get 9 out of it, and 9 from this. So you will say, okay, my bad, it was 9 plus 1, 10. So 10, you got 10 from it and 9 from it. So 10 and 9, you will say, okay, 10 is the max value, so 10, you will take 10. And I think I'm just trying to understand, it's not, I'm not explaining to someone or what. I'll tell you. Hold on. First, let me think. Here I have 6 2 6 2. You will see 6 and 2. So we got 4 2 this one, and we got 2 if we haven't took this. So 6 2 and 6 2 and 10. So 10 will be this answer for first one. Wow. Okay, now let me explain you in a better way. I'm so sorry, like I'm doing some. Still, I have to learn some from someone, like how to teach. Though I'm not teaching, still I need to learn a way to articulate the things. So what you will do? Okay, we have given one example: 1 5 2 1 6. I'll try my best to explain it to you. Okay. So this is example we have given, and our goal is to maximize the value. And so first let's take two things. Well, you know what? Actually, this is special case, but we let's forget about the special case. First, let's do without a special case. How we are going to tackle it? Here it's circular. So if you are taking this one, you cannot take this one, right? But earlier it was only the adjacent one. So one more case will be here, but let's forget about it. So suppose there are two things: either you will take or you will not take. Either you will take, either you will not take. So that's all. But it's not like you will for each you have options. If you are taking this, you have option. You can select from this one, but you cannot take this. If you are not taking it, then you have option for this. So what exactly you are doing? You are saying, okay, bro, first thing, I have taken one, okay, now I cannot take this one, right? So you will say, okay, tell me what you are getting from 2 and 6. So you will say 2 and 6, whatever you are getting from this. So I'll add up this, and I'll say this one. So we are getting this one result, and another one will be I'm not taking one, or I'm not considering one. So now you have 5 2 1 6. Okay, so you will say, okay, whatever max that you are getting from it, and whatever result that you are getting from this, both, and I'll compare max, and that will be the max value. Okay, so this is the case, or this is the condition here. So if you'll say, and let's say, shall I try it or what? Okay, let me try it. So another thing is, like when I is 0, or maybe like when you are picking this element, so I need some sort of mechanism. Like you can't say like, okay, if you are taking 1, then the last element won't be the part of array. So you have only 2 and 1 option, right? And for that, what I'm thinking, like if I equals to 0, then instead of passing n minus 1 as the last element, I'll say, okay, you cannot take this, so I'll say, okay, n minus 2. Otherwise I'll take I equals to n minus 1 in the argument. So you know what I'll do? So first thing, we will be having a function where I will be denoting the elements that we are processing, and here if you see, we are processing one by one element. For example, this one, then this one, this one, this one, this one. So like on different conditions, we definitely will say. So I, and what is the money? Let's say money. Robbers want to oh my god, can you hear me? A little background music. I like it, but nowadays I'm not listening Hindi music. Though I like it, but I'm avoiding it. I don't know, but still I'm not seeing. Okay, money. Let's take simple array. Okay, array we have index. I know I'm not still unable to explain you properly, but I'm just working on it. The more I work, more I better I'll become. Still, I'm just focusing to solve problems, and I'll tell you more later. Okay, so let me say I is 0. No, function I array, and another thing will be the number of elements. So I'll say n. Okay, and what else? I don't think we need anything else. I need memory. So let's say what are the base condition? If I equals to n minus 1, that means it is the last element. So what options you have? If you have a single element, then simply you will say, okay man, I don't care anything, just return this is the only. So return array of I. Okay, if what if I greater than n minus 1, simply return 0, because we cannot get anything, right? This is the maximum we can get from it. And now one more thing we need to check. If memory, now if there is another case, then we'll say if we already processed it, then we don't need to process, and that is greater than or equals to 0. That means we'll say return mem of I. Okay, so if this is not the case, then we need to check a special condition, that is if I equals to 0. Okay, let's do one thing, I'll tell you proper way. Let's forget about I equals to 0. How you are going to handle if there it wasn't the case? Okay, so if it wasn't the case, then we need to we have two options: consider and not consider, right? So if you will consider, then what you will do? You will say, okay, this is my result, and you can say let's take it as left. So left will be nothing but what will be the result? The result will be something like a you will say nums of I. So the element that you consider it, so you will add it right in the result, and you will say function just go and provide me. So you cannot consider the I plus 1th element, right? Because if robbers will try to rob the adjacent house, it will be like a police will get alert and they will catch him. So he don't want any kind of mess. So he is very intelligent police, not police robber. So what we'll do? We'll simply say okay. So if we are at I, we cannot rob I plus 1. We need to go to I plus 2. Okay. And one more thing. So simply another thing, what is, you will simply say nums and n, right, and mem. Just forget about the condition cyclic one. I'll tell you right now. Right will be simply okay. If I'm not taking, then I do not need to take care of anything. Then simply I plus 1. What the heck? Oh man, come on. Actually, I don't know when I kept this alarm at 11:30 or 11 o'clock. So it's 11. It's been long. It's ringing every day, and I'm not using it for anything. Just most of the time when I'm like, it is ringing when I'm outside and I'm going for walks. So today I think I have to skip the walk. Right. I plus 1 and nums, and one more thing is n and mem. It's good. So far it's good. Now let's focus on this left part. What if I equals to 0? I equals to 0 means you are considering the first element of the array. So you need to change. then you cannot consider the last element. And where you are checking last element, just you need to check, you can make it like if I equals n or n minus 1 if I equals to 0. I think it will work, hopefully. Because my track record is very bad, I don't know. And result you will say max of left and right. Hopefully, I'm just hoping everything will be good. And it's also kind of knapsack problem only. So let's write down the solution. Uh, Fingers crossed. How to say it? No, how to cross it? Fingers crossed. All the best to me. My God, what I'm doing. So we have money, and you can hear? No, can you hear the background music? Free. It's like singers are in the room, in the house. Okay, so let's say n is nothing but len of money, and let's do money heist. Heist. Right? Okay, so result will be nothing but, so let's call it solve, and it will be something like you are going to give I will be 0. Here you won't pass I 0, and okay, I'll do one thing. I equals to 0, so it will be easy for me. I'll copy it. I n and money and mem, and memory will be nothing but minus 1 for I. Still I'm using the memoization technique only. I have to jump into tabular method, but let's do it. We'll jump into that as well. I don't need. Okay. Def. I think I missed something. Oh God. So here we have this. Now let's do one. If I equals to I equals to n minus 1. I forgot one double bracket operator, equality operator. So return what? Return money of I. If I greater than n minus 1, return money of I. No, not money. It will be 0. If mem of I is greater than equals to 0, return what we need to return? Mem of I. Else we have two options now. I forgot one thing. If you have noticed, self dot. Okay, so first thing is money of I plus considering we are considering this element, so self dot solve, and if okay I plus 2, we cannot take another element, and I'm just thinking what will be the next step here. If you would, yeah, I think this is perfect. If I'll consider 0 again, then it will kill me. Like recursion will be never ending loop. That's what I was thinking. Solve I plus 2 and n, and let's make it conditional. If I equals to 0, n minus 1 else n, right? And mem. Okay, I think I forgot one more thing. Money. I hope I'm right. Self dot solve I plus 1 and n money mem. Result is max of left, right and mem of I is equals to result return result. So let's see. Oh, why it's none? Ah, I haven't written. As expected, it failed after 12. Something I missed. 6, 7, 130, 8 to 4. Hey Siri, how is the juice? Siri gone mad. What the heck you are doing, man? Goodbye. So we got the result to 39, but it is expecting 41. Let me note down the example. I do not know what's wrong with me. 6, 7, 1, 30, 8 to 4. I was expecting everything good. So let's take one example. Let's consider 6. 6 plus what will be? You will say 7, not 7, but 7 will not be part of it. 130, 8 2. Right. Or you can say another one will be 7, 1, 30, 8 2 4. 7 30. So let's say now I got 6 and now you consider 6 plus this one, and now you have another options. You will choose either you will choose 1, so 1 plus another 8 and 2, or you have another option. You will say, okay, I do not know how to draw it. So 8 from 8 and 2, you will say okay, either you will take, if you will take 8 then you can't take 2, or you will skip 8 and you will take 2. Right, these are the only two options. You considered 1, so you discarded 30, and now one thing is you discarded so 30 and 8 2. So now you have 8 and 2. Definitely you will take consider 8. 8 plus 1 9, 9 6 15, 15, and now here you will check 38 2 first. Let's see. So now you will consider 30, then definitely 30 you consider, then you have only option 2. Or if you are not considering 30, then you have option of 8 and 2, out of which you can consider 8 or you can consider 2. So these are things. So you will say 30 plus 2 if you are not considering 30, right? So 2. So definitely you will consider 32 from it, and you have another options like here you are getting 8 and 2, so 9 or you can say this one, so you will say 32 and 6 38, right? What's the result? I'm getting 39. Somewhere I missed out. What? So you consider 7, so you have options like 30, 82, no, not 82, 8 2 4. And another one is like you can see you discarded 7, so you have 1 30, 8 2 4. What the, yeah. So if you consider, I do not like to do this 7, and now you have 30, so you will either consider 30, 30, or you will not consider 30. So if you consider 30, that means you cannot consider it, so you have only 2 and 4, 2 and 4, you will get directly from 2 4. So you will say 32 or 34, so you will say 34, and if you are considering not considering 30, then you have 8 to 4. So definitely you will get really smaller results, so I won't calculate it. So what I'll do, I'll simply calculate 30 to 34. 34 plus 7, 41, man, I'm getting 41. What the heck is wrong with it? Yeah, it's correct. Here we are getting 41. Money of I, solve I plus 2, 2, I equals to 0, 2 and 4 9. Let me do one thing. Now let's analyze it first one more time. I equals to 0 and money which is given. So it will come to first element, I equals to n minus 1, it will say no. If I greater than n minus 1, return 0. Mem of I greater than equals to 0, return mem of I. I think it's looking good. Memory of money of I. Okay, solve I, move I to I plus 2. We cannot consider I plus 1, and n minus 1 if I equals to 0, else n if I equals to 0. If it is first index, I mean first element you are considering, then it's good, yeah. I mean, what's wrong with it? Somewhere I missed something or what? 39. let me do one thing. Print left, right. From left we are getting, if we considered it, right, 38. What I was getting 38. From right we are getting so what it will do, first it will solve 39. God, how I debug it. Now it is stuck into the trap. I stuck into the trap. Oh, why I'm seeing light, little more brightness on the fish. And I need to submit some mail. I'm solving it. Suppose I'm giving it I value I plus 1. I plus 1 is nothing but here 7 1 30 8 to 4. 7 1 30 8 to 4. So what it will do? It will consider the first value. I not equals to n minus 1. Okay, yeah, this is not the case. Okay, I do not need to calculate it, right? So what I will do, so we have if you notice, let me do it again. So 38 to something I missed out, but yeah, 38 to get it. You know what? First we are calculating this part and it is not considering the last part. And yeah, actually we are using memorization, so if we are discarding the last element it will store the result, right? Man, then what is solution for it? I haven't thought about it. Still I'm dumb. Approach is not correct. Not right. 671 38 24. If I am considering this element, then I cannot consider the last element. But the problem is, if we are talking about this, then how will calculate? Suppose let's man think 671 30 824. These are the numbers. So one thing for sure, if we are considering this number, then we cannot see calculate consider this number. Okay. So for another one, let's say, so it will be like 6 plus 7 1 30 8 2. We need result for this. And when you will calculate the result for this one, it will you will store somewhere. But the problem is, like, when you are going to calculate right, this is a special case where you cannot consider, and for all other things you can do it. But we need to store somewhere, right? If we want to memorize all these results, then we'll fail with a condition like we won't be able to consider this, treat this. And if we are considering this, then what will be the problem? Then result won't be the right one. And what if we'll do one thing? Four has two option: consider, not consider. What if we'll calculate like this till here, we'll get and memorize everything, and whatever the results that we are going to get, we'll get from first one, we'll get from second one. No, it's not working. I'm just missing something. I'll do it later. Later means abhi I'm I'm getting out of mind or what. See, there are so many things. Memorization, tabulation, space optimize. So let me copy paste and I'll do it later. I mean, I'll just after having. No, I can't. So sad. I'm every day I'm not being able to solve problems. I do it, man. Thank you so much. And let me first stop streaming. And sorry, we failed it. I failed it. I mean, caught what I'm doing. So I'll solve it after having dinner. Actually, otherwise it will be stale, or you can say, I think it's already